Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable Adjudicator, Chairperson, Timekeeper, and my beloved opponent. My name is Hanefa Wulandari from SMA Negeri 1 Tulung Agung, as the first speaker from opposite team. Here, I will state that we are disagree with this motion today. On the first speaker of the government team, she is talking about the mergers and acquisition of several social media platforms, such as Facebook by Instagram, Tokopedia by Gojek. There's two arguments why the government regret mergers and acquisition. First, she said about limit consumers' ability to exercise privacy in selling our database. Secondly, she talks about how mergers and acquisition directly harm consumers and laborers. I'm gonna talk about the first argument. Well, basically, the scandal about Facebook trying to change WhatsApp terms and privacies, also trying to sell our database, is been happened. But I'm sure that Facebook won't make a mistake for a second time. Why? Because if there is a scandal again that's similar with the first one, it will make a bad impression from the wider community to Facebook, and it will leave a bad stamp on the Facebook in social media platforms. Because of the bad stamp, Facebook can suffer a considerable loss due to reduced public interest, right? That pretty makes sense. And about the long terms and privacies, if we really pay attention to it, the terms and privacy could protect our database. The second argument on the video, she talks about 3 reasons if the mergers and acquisition happened. Number 1, basically, a competition is a usual things in our daily life. Like a student have to compete with the others to have a high grade. This happened to Instagram and Facebook, that they have to innovate new product to gain interest from public. Number 2, if it has to pay more workers and more hours for worker, then it's great to have reduced unemployment by expanding employment. And if there's dominant companies that control the entire market, the other companies has to more creative and innovate to balance the dominant company, such as if WeChat is less interest for public, then they have to create new things like new feature and something unique to attract interest from public. And lastly, I think the mergers and acquisition within the tech industry is not that bad. It's just that they have to be able to keep up with the other companies so they don't get left behind. Thank you, that's it. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.